What's up, guys? Here with Grant Cardone.
Dude, that's Elisha, you guys. This guy knows his game.
Thank you, Grant. Take care, man.
Okay.
Guys, that was so freaking cool. That was Grant Cardone in person. Look at this guy. If you don't know who Grant Cardone is, and this is his newest book, Be Obsessed or Be Average. This dude is at the top of his game in sales. He's got respect from Brian Tracy, like all the top sales guys. He's crushing it. This guy's a multi-millionaire. Anyways, his speech, and just a couple of the main points, the takeaways. His newest book, Be Obsessed or Be Average. This dude had a fire in him that you don't see a lot these days, and maybe it's because he's rich, but he said in the beginning he had that fire, that drive. He said, you know what though, everyone today, we live in a world where it's okay to be average. At your school, at your gym, at your grocery store, in your neighborhood, and it's like you've become so accustomed to be around average people. It's like when you go into a chlorine-filled pool, it's really heavily, chlorine, and you get out, you smell a little bit. You smell a little bit like that chlorine. You're tinged with a little bit of average, guys. Everyone around you telling, it's okay, your life is good. He said, my mama, when I was growing up, she didn't want me to change. She was like, you're good, Jimmy. You're good, Grant. You don't need to change. You're my little boy. Guys, we've been fed that. I was fed that my whole life by my parents. I'm good enough. I'm proud of you, son. That's fine, but guys, we've accepted average. On to the next point. He says that the way to make money, to get out of average, is to get as much attention as possible. This day, guys, he was like, I'm tweeting every 15 minutes. I don't do that. I don't do Twitter. I do YouTube and stuff. But to get attention, you don't even have to have a good product to sell. But if you have people that are coming to you and getting the attention, getting the eyes on you, you're going to have massive amounts of people wanting something from you and willing to buy something from you. Another thing it left me with, being obsessed or be average. One of the things that keeps us from being obsessed, like even when I was going to shake this guy's hand, I was nervous. And it's like, fuck, like I gotta just get over this nervousness already. Let me meet Grant Cardone and then I'll meet someone else and then someone else. It's like, I've only met really 2 famous people in my life. Fuck, man. Or like, I've only public speak probably like 3 times. How many times have you done? He said, when you're beginning to do something, it doesn't matter if it's fucking rough or crude. Just create, produce, do something. Guys, it's not about perfecting something and then making it happen. It's about just doing action, advances, action. He just had this fire in the belly and it was infectious. It was infectious. When you were around him, you're like, fuck, I realize the possibilities. I realize how I've been asleep. Guys, when you become awake, like aware of the day, the opportunities. See, I'm kind of filled with it right now. We're just so used to we have so many things that hold us back, like really, like these chains, these invisible chains that we need to break free. Like I don't want to be held down by anxiety or fear that I'm gonna fail, that I'm not good enough. Fuck that, dude. That's not how my life is supposed to be lived. I'm not meant to be average. I have to become obsessed with like creating, with doing, with growing. Fuck, man, very important stuff, guys. Once you can get over the fear of just doing stuff that you want to do, that would propel you into a greater life, you start to do those things every single day. He went on to say, I can't believe no one here is taking notes. I can't believe you guys aren't reading. I can't believe you guys aren't reading more. The CEO in our company invited Grant to do this speech, and he bought us all a book. And no one has read it. Everyone who read a book in the last 6 months, me and some other guy raised their hand. 150 people here. Right? People don't read. But he said, Grant's guys, when I knew that I was 25 and broke, but I knew that if I wanted to, I got shit to learn. I gotta learn how to sell a car. I gotta learn how to talk to people. I gotta learn how to get people in the door. I gotta learn how to get people's attention. I gotta learn how to do Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. There's so much to learn. But, it's way easier just to go watch the new episode of this dumb show or surf on Instagram, right? It's easy to do that shit. It's hard to learn. It takes dedication, consistency, but that's where all the progress is. Dedication to growth and learning. And just to finish this off, guys, I know a lot of you, for a long time in my life, I made $9 an hour, $9.25. I remember when I got that security job. Then I went up and I started making $10 an hour as a porter washing cars, and then 12. I was doing some valets and deliveries, washing cars still. But now in my life, I'm in sales. And back then, everything seemed like so fucking hard. And as soon as I made that jump from making $2,000 a month to making almost $10,000 a month, my dopamine receptors in my brain are fucking lit. I am lit up, guys, that the possibilities. He even said that, he's like, the first $3,000, that when I doubled my income, that was better than when I made $1 million. It was better when I jumped from $3,000 to $6,000, because I knew that I could double my income. He's like, man, jumping to $1 million wasn't even a great. He said, I want more now because I know I could do it. Guys, if you're stuck in a low-end job, guys, there is plenty of money out there to be made. I was so afraid of sales because I had failed previously. I had done it at a Nissan store and I didn't do that well. I didn't get trained right? But I didn't take it into my own hands to train myself right. And then I gave up. I didn't want to do it again. And I was offered this opportunity and I jumped on it because I knew that if you go where the fear is, that's where the growth, that's where the reward is. Guys, I ask that if you're stuck, there is plenty of money. America is printing money. There's trillions of dollars of money, of just paper. You got to understand, though, it's out there. If you don't got it, who's got it? Grant says strangers have it. Right? But we've been told all our lives, don't talk to strangers. He says, I can tell my kids, talk to strangers. They got everything you want. His daughter was on the plane with him, and she was like, Daddy, can I get some cookies? He said, go get them, honey. He's like, I ain't getting them for you. Go get them. So she goes up to the flight attendant. You got any cookies? And he's like, no, we don't. And she's like, you didn't even check. Check. He goes, checks, gets her the cookies. Guys, other people have what we want. There's an abundance of everything. You want to get out of that mindset of scarcity. You see scarcity when it comes to tipping people at a restaurant, like an extra $1 or $2, that would make them happy, but you're stingy inside. We're in scarcity. When we buy stuff, he was saying, you got ice cream left over, you got this much ice cream and this much frost on top, but you're saving it for a rainy day. We live in an average poverty mindset, a lot of old ways of thinking that were taught to us by our parents and the people we grew up with, at our church, at our schools. It's time to abandon that mindset, guys. There is no shortage of money, and if you're working a minimum wage job, find a way to do something. Find a way to do something that scares you. And I think the best way to do it, because life is all social, right? And this is just a theory of mine, but life is all about social, interacting with other human beings. There's more people on the earth than there ever has been before. There's more people than ever fucking before. That means, you know what? There's more money. There's more people to talk to and communicate with. And it's massively important that you become good at being social, that you become good at selling, not just a product, but yourself, that you become the brand, right? Be like inspiring. I want to be inspiring in my body, with my words, with my brain, with the things that I do. I don't want to waste my time. I want to build something. Guys, get good at that and you're not going to be broke. You're not going to be making a product that someone else is selling, right? Working at McDonald's or, whatever it is that's leaving you unfulfilled. If you can get in the face of someone else, you're going to see a massive amount of return. You're going to double up big time. And I'm telling you, you might be scared, but make it a goal today. Write down the goals. That's another thing he said, every morning, writing down goals. But make it a goal to get really fucking good at talking to random people, to talking to strangers, to getting in front of people. The more attention that you have, the more money you will make. Guys, and it feels so good, man. You get high talking to people. It is a massive experience in life to such a growing experience to get out of your comfort zone and talk to new people. So I'm gonna wrap it up there, guys. Any questions, ask me. If you want, check out this book, Be Obsessed. I'll leave a description. I'll leave a link in the description. Be obsessed or be average. Let's be fucking obsessed. Whatever we're doing, guys, let's not let fear hold us back. Let's go out and crush it. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.